it. It's performing beautifully. Our first harvest of our farm is about to hit, which is going to work quite nicely. Making our colonists a little bit happier. There's one more building that I've been holding off on building for people until we had the resources for it. But now that we're making our own polymers, we now have the resources for it. Or actually, we will once our ship lands. Actually, we should queue up the building itself. And that is an art workshop. So this scratches 2 additional itches that we've been missing from our colony: the luxury need and the shopping need. Now, an interesting dynamic here. No, I haven't played the Shrouded Isle before. An interesting dynamic here is there's 2 different ways to give your people food. Well, properly prepared food. You got the diner, which gives us dining, social, and food, and then the grocer, which gives us food and shopping. Now, the shopping need has at the moment been unmet because there's been no way to do shopping. However, you do want one of these 2 in your dome. My recommendation is to go with the diner because it also fulfills the dining service, which no other building can do, and the social need, which because we don't have a gym or a bar, there's nothing else that fulfills the social need. So this helps scratch that itch quite efficiently. But that does leave us without the shopping need fulfilled. But if we get an art workshop, now that we're making our own polymers, it gives us this unique luxury service, which only the art workshop can do, plus the shopping need. Now, it does consume a polymer per visit, so you do not want to make this unless you are actively manufacturing more polymers yourself. That's why I put off on making it. But for now, we can afford to put it in here and staff it. Piero, thank you for stopping by. Gingered as well. Jetstream. Thank you all. Oh, Jetstream, you're one of the colonists here since you are a name and game people. And actually, that reminds me. The shopping. Well, not every colonist has a shopping need. It depends on their personality. Certain traits make certain needs more likely. For example, the hippie need will put them on probably the relaxation service, which our lakes and other goodies can provide readily. So that's it's not like oh my God, I gotta go to the mall on Mars. It's not like that's all of our colonists, just some of them. So Sharky is landing. Well, all right. See you in a little bit, Jinder. Yeah, let me find you, Jetstream. See what we. Let's find you, Jetstream. Whoop! Come on. There you are. You are a scientist who is a workaholic. You're currently working in the science lab, which is where you should be working, and living in the apartments. So that is you, my friend. Hey, girly cat. All right, we got productivity training. That's going to make our engineers more efficient, which is going to be quite useful. What's next up on the technology docket? Oh, yes, we're doing all of our breakthroughs here. Neural empathy, yeah, we want to get that one too. I think we're going to go all of these. Supportive community, sanity breakdown. We're going to try to avoid those sanity breakdowns. I think what it is, you know what the shopping need is like one of the things that your colonists can develop is called Earthsick. And that's where, you know, if their happiness and comfort gets too low too long, they just want to go home. They change their mind. They don't want to do the whole Mars thing, and they will leave your colony on the next ship available. So giving them some creature comforts from home, some sense of normality, you know, from their old life, helps keep them happy and helps keep them from getting Earthsick. So that's kind of the rationale there.
Sector scanned.
Oh yeah, so with our new people, we can open up extra shifts in both of our plants here.
New colonists have arrived.
So we got plenty of people here, and as soon as the art studio here is finished, we'll get more people in there as well. Ah! Oh, I see what it is. These are our rare traits. So our genius guy here is a security officer. Interesting. So, yeah. Now, granted, we don't have a security station right now. I may or may not build one. I still have one last little space here. It might be a security station or it might be something else. But yeah. 36 to 48, so we can get one more thing. Now the question becomes, actually, I think once we send Sharky back up, it's going to be another. We're going to get cargo because we need more electronics, and we have the money to spend, so we can actually get some fancy goodies. But yeah, we definitely need a whole boatload of electronics. Build purple toilets. All right, we'll get that, and we'll open up a third shift here. So we should be pretty good, yeah. You guys are making plenty of polymers. Yeah, there's having people work the third shift will slowly lower their sanity, but people can recover sanity from working third shift in the infirmary. Now, the one thing you want to avoid is having people work third shift on an external building because they get a sanity hit for going outside the dome, and they would get a sanity hit for working working third shift. So that can become problematic. If somebody wants to get named get their name in game, if you subscribe to either my Patreon at the $10 level or sub to my Twitch channel at the $10 or level or more. That is the name in game thing, and you can get your name in here. We've already have all of our name in game people, but we're always welcoming more. And that name in game will be in any of the games that I play, including things like Stellaris. You'll show up as a leader name in Stellaris as well. So yeah. Yeah, we just had our first harvest here. Soil quality. Actually, it's our second harvest. I must have missed the first one. But soil quality is on the rise, which is excellent. And now people can actually enjoy their art workshop here. Now, the one other thing to note is every time they visit, they're not using up an entire polymer. They use little portions of polymers. So I think it's 0.2 polymers per visit, so it's not going to drain your polymers quite that quickly. But again, you're gonna want to make sure you have an active supply of them before you get this going. Same goes with the electronics store. Those use electronics. And if you don't have an active supply of electronics, you're going to run out, and it's going to be expensive. So that's why we are not building the electronics store, no matter how much people whine about it. So, you know what? Here. Vacant work slots 7. We might actually want to put a security station in here. Just to get the work slots flowing. Because we have a couple of security people here anyway. Yes, this is the smallest dome size. We have not gotten the technology available to us to unlock the larger dome sizes. Not yet, anyway. Now, if we get enough breakthroughs, we might find our way. You know what? We'll pick that up just in case we can get some extra food when people die of old age.
Vehicle battery low.
Uh-oh. Of course. Of course. How soon are you? All right, well, Sharky needs to depart. Depart you shall. And come back with lots of electronics, because where we're going... How close are you to... Alright, you finish that metals deposit off and then get the heck back. Whee! Yes, you can build additional domes. You can build as many domes as you want. Granted, they all require a lot of resources, a lot of upkeep, a lot of power, a lot of infrastructure to support. So you can't just, copy-paste them and slap them down with no thought. How are we on our scans? Yeah, there's nothing there. We'll just keep scanning this section here, and then we'll go north. Because the one thing is, if we scan up north and it starts revealing more anomalies, we can't send our rover up there till we build a tunnel. Yeah, since we're on the hardest setting, we only have one rocket, so we have to reuse it constantly. So it has to land, it has to refuel, and then take back off again. Oop. Oh yes, you. And you know what? We don't need a ton of people working in here. Just one for each shift.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I know polymers.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Where are you working? Machine parts factory? Please don't. Go work where you're supposed to work. And you work where you're supposed to work. I'd rather, and a botanist needs to work where they're supposed to work. Yeah. You get your butt in security. That's more like it. Am I missing something? Alright, good. So we got our 2 officers in here, working the two of the shifts here, which is perfect. The title says Red Plant. Oh dear. Alright, thank you for letting me know. I've updated the title. I don't know if it will kick in automatically, but thank you for pointing that out. Yes, we are certainly surviving the Red Plant. Wow, we've been streaming for how long and it took someone to notice that? Well, I'll make sure when we post the videos to my YouTube channel that I use the correct name. Alright. I might pick up a couple... Well, actually no, I don't need to pick up a thing of polymer. We are building up a good supply of machine parts, which is excellent. And we are making polymers faster than we use them, which is also excellent. Alright, let's go fetch more metals. Oh, hey! When did that happen? Alright, 25 metals, you go here. And the key unlocker, sure. And I think the overall comfort is now the only thing in our the only 2 things that our colonists can't satisfy are gaming and gambling are the only 2, but those are too advanced. Those are something that you build in the bigger domes that you sort of are trying to make for utopia conditions. And yeah, if we open up 2 more work slots here, probably at our security station, we'll have exactly the right number of people working the exact right number of job slots. Because yeah, they'll fill up. Actually, no, there should be plenty of slots here, and we can probably open up more in the diner to get that building supply, that quality of service there up a little higher. All right, what are we working on now? Artificial muscles. Actually, I think before we grab more colonists, I'll wait for this to finish because that will give us another burst of applicants, thanks to our abilities. And then once this one is done researching, we'll grab our last batch of colonists because we might pick up another genius or celebrity. Actually, we're not grabbing colonists yet. We're grabbing electronics and other stuff. So yeah, we'll have plenty of time to research those because this is going to be a cargo mission. Because I do not want to run completely out of electronics. I'm surprised they haven't given me a warning for that. Cargo rocket. Do we want to prefab anything else? We could grab a prefab, another prefab drone hub. That might not be a bad idea to sort of expand our reach a little bit. And then we could also probably want to grab a bunch more drones themselves. Yeah, that's a lot of our funding. But we don't want to run out of electronics, and we're not going to be making our own in the near future. So yeah, I think this is a good idea. And then we'll get the rest with drones themselves. Anything else that is of critical? No, because we're making our polymers, we're making our machine parts. And yeah, that's all our funding. And I think with this one, we'll actually land Sharky a bit further away. We actually might land over here so we can tap into this water eventually and just have more general coverage in this area. Just to better support this dome.
Milestone achieved.
Who made a baby? Dang it! We're not ready for babies! We're not ready for babies. God dang it. We don't want freaking babies right now.
There's more to the barren environs.
Whoa, emergency training. What else? Ooh, low G drive. That's a good one. And actually allow us to progress a little bit further on the robotics line. But dang it, we don't need babies. I mean, we have room for them, but now we have an odd number of colonists. I knew I should have held off on doing the art workshop because that's what got building performance 103. That's what got everybody all comfy to have a baby. You know what? I'm going to shut down the freaking art workshop for the time being. You people are too comfortable. If you're going to start cranking out kids, nothing doing. Because we are not equipped for babies right now. We don't have schools. We don't have playgrounds. We don't have nurseries. I mean, they'll live in the apartment, but yeah, babies are. I'm going to make the second dome ready for babies and mining. But yeah, we don't want babies. Not yet, anyway. We'll turn that building back on soon enough.
Pipe leak reported.
Yeah, the baby dome. I actually tried that out in one of my test games where like I made everything all suited for babies, and holy crap, do people breed quickly. Our second dome is going to be a hybrid mining and baby dome, which is a rather unfortunate combination, but I promise I'm not going to be pressing the kiddos into service until they're grown enough. I'll be in the angry dome. Alright, any other anomalies? Not yet. We'll get you charged. And yeah, you can come up here. Unload those 25.
Sector scanned.
I mean, we certainly have the food to take care of the babies. We just don't want the babies. Dang it. Because yeah, we don't have the backups, the background stuff here for them.
Research complete.
Artificial muscles, excellent. So now our drones can carry 2 things at a time, and we've got a burst of extra colonists waiting for us. And we might as well hit all of our breakthroughs just to maximize our colonist availability. There's no other pressing techs, although Martian education will be important. And actually, how's our oxygen situation? We still have a surplus. Good. We don't want so many people in the dome that they're sucking up all the air. Yeah, once Sharky returns and lands with all their stuff, we'll get things back in order here, which is going to be momentarily. Now, yeah, this one we're not going to land super close because we want to. Yeah, I think if we go over here. We want to make sure we encapsulate this one. Maybe put a little bit further in, but that'll grab this water up here and extend our reach. We can put down another scanning
Cold wave approaching.
Ah, lovely. Well, we're going to need to really crank out some more electricity, but thanks to our wires here, we'll be in a good shape for that. Speaking of wires, we can get that drone hub set up instantly. Yeah, and we'll want to make sure these two share something. Ooh, actually, this could give us more expansion opportunities. Too far from working drone. Ah, I landed Sharky just a little bit too far away. Well, we could always get another one later. But this is really good for future dome expansion opportunities. And thanks to our magnificent cables, we can just run this right the heck through here. We'll go up and around here because this is kind of where our dome is going to go. Yeah, these guys, I think, just have some waste rock that needs to be moved out of the way before they can be placed. And then, yeah, we're going to need to get a lot more... actually, you know what we need? What we need here is to upgrade all of our wind turbines. That will help us survive the cold wave. And now that we don't have that art store sucking up our polymers, we can, in good faith, use them for electricity. We'll turn the art store back on.
Pipe leak reported.
That's not helpful.
Resources are low.
Oh, I know that game. Relax. Oh yeah, forgot. Let's just put a universal storage here, so you guys can help out. The other thing I think we're going to do here is, because Sharky is so far away, we're going to do a transport route to load fuel and deposit it right here. That way we don't have to worry about our drones taking forever to get Sharky refueled. We can have our RC transport do it for us. Upgrades under construction. Oh yeah, the drones have to go and install the upgrades, but I think we're in good shape here. And like I said, as we get more polymers produced, we'll be fine. And I think we'll be okay for our cold wave here. Now we are going to want to make sure we stop him after 3 trips. Otherwise we're going to have a Sorcerer's Apprentice situation where he just keeps bringing all of our fuel over there.
Sector scanned.
Into the breach. I love that game. I am still learning its ins and outs, but it does scratch a wonderful tactical itch. Did we have any anomalies pop up? No? No. Fair enough. Oh yeah, with these all the way over here, let's get ourselves a max range sensor tower here, so we can extend our reach. And then we'll get the last of our colonists here, which will be actually 1 fewer than the rocket can hold because of that damn baby. Alright, yeah. Sharky's almost done refilling itself. And we've already got those things in, so... why aren't you guys getting... unless there's 2 other... There must be 2 other drones already... Actually, yeah, he has enough fuel. Sharky's got enough fuel. Let's redeposit that here. You can go back to getting your minerals here. Actually, why don't you just charge up real quick while I go find us some minerals. 112! Holy crap. Well, that's some minerals for you. Once you finish charging up, I'm just going to park you here and just say, go to town, man. Load up metals. And deposit metals. And Sharky is ready to roll, so roll Sharky shall. Sharky is actually a perfectly appropriate name for a rocket, and I'll show you exactly why once Sharky comes back. Let's see. It's going to take you a while to get... Actually, we want the plutonium synthesis first. Alright. Any more babies being born here? Can you guys keep it together?
Pipe leak reported.
Resident. Yeah, only the 1 baby. I mean, granted, that baby will eventually grow into a young adult and will be able to enter the workforce. Granted, unskilled and probably without any good traits, but it's not the end of the world. It's just, I would have rather picked someone who is already trained up in a specialty. Nothing for you guys? No? C'est la vie. just have to wait for Sharky to
Sector
return.
scanned. Anomaly found.
Oh, thank goodness. More keys. I would have rather gotten a different one, but we'll get every anomaly we can. That's part of our our mission to get 30 anomalies scanned, and we're more than halfway there. Our funding is slowly recovering thanks to our celebrity. Yeah, right here's where our next dome is going to go, and I think actually we could start. I think I will build it after the cold wave is done, because I don't want to suddenly have to start powering a whole second dome in the middle of a cold wave. We should be okay. Now there is one thing that we need to do that's not ideal. And that is open up a third shift here for the polymer factory. Because even though it has power, when the cold wave hits, if nobody's working it, it starts to freeze. And if it goes a whole shift without being worked, it will freeze solid and then shut down for the entire cold wave. So at least for this duration, we're going to have to make some people work here and work the third shift. Even though they really don't want to. It's going to induce some sanity hits. Thankfully, we have the infirmary to heal those.
Anomaly analyzed.
But we wouldn't want to do that long term.
There's more to the barren environs of the
Whoa, man, we are just going right down social here. Martian Institute of Science Institute research faster than a lab. Wow. Well, okay. That's actually a good one to go for, because that will just make everything else go faster. So yeah, screw all these. Martian Institute of Science, get. Ooh, sustainable architecture, get first. Because that lowers the maintenance, and a lot of our in-dome architecture is very expensive, especially with electronics, so that will cut down. Microgravity medicine. A medical center. Oh, this is a dome! Larger capacity and more effective than the infirmary. Not bad. We could replace our infirmary with this microgravity medicine thing. That's actually quite good. Atomic accumulator. Yeah, that thing stores a lot of power, which actually would not be a bad thing. It helps against freezes, but it's not a super hypercritical thing right now. And then we'll go neural empathy. Yeah, cold wave is pretty bad. And actually, if you start on a map that is like rank 4 in cold wave threat, there are certain patches of the map, not the whole map, but certain patches that are permafrost. Like anything you build there will 100% of the time be under the negative effects of the cold wave. And also cold waves will show up to freeze the rest of the map too. However, dust storms are more annoying because they make all of your buildings need maintenance more often, and that can get really expensive really quickly.
Vehicle battery low.
Oh yeah. Where are you, buddy? You're heading out. You need to charge up. In a cold wave, you need to charge up. And you're out in Nowheresville, you need to charge up as well. You can barely see the wires. What depleted? That already? Really? Okay. Well, let's salvage this beast. That way it's not sucking power. And you know what? I think I'm going to wait a little while to build our next thing. So we have 354 concrete. We don't need another concrete extractor. Not right now, anyway. When our concrete dips below, say 100, I'll build another one to start suctioning up more.
Sector scanned.
All right, you're back to being charged, so. Yeah, this is the place with 11 billion minerals. This is why this RC transport is invaluable, because it can get all of these extra surface areas. My time at Portia, possibly. I'm not entirely sure people are going for it. Like I know Stardew Valley, when I did it, was crazy popular, and my time at Portia strikes some notes of that. But I also when I did Cattails, that also kind of struck some notes of that, and it was not popular at all on my channel. So I'm you know, right now there's so much out that's a perfect fit for my channel. As far as strategy and simulation, we got Surviving Mars, you got Stellaris, you got Frostpunk, you got Industries of Titan coming out. There is so much on the horizon that just perfectly scratches the itch of the type of game that I like. Oh yeah, let's we've been sitting on this for a while. Yeah, we still want more engineers. Other than that, I'll take a grab bag of whoever else wants to come. As far as flaws, actually, let's take a look at perks. All right, no new geniuses or celebrities. We got a saint. The morale of religious people. Yeah, we don't have a ton of them. I don't think, anyway. I mean, we'll take workaholics if they're coming. Available residents on Mars 10. Did we have another baby? God dang it. Launch with 10 passengers. And then we, once this cold wave ends, actually, you know what? Let's get started on construction of our new dome here. We're going to need a few things here. Yeah, and you need to be stationed like right here. I know those things are outside the domes, or the domes area, but we can hook up more things to it. We can get the buildings here, which will be within their thing. So we'll be able to tap both of these resources with this dome. We do need to get water up and running. And actually, I don't want to build anything else because I don't want it to get frozen by not being operative. I will build a nursery in this new dome and a playground, at least to start with, to handle any wayward and errant babies that are created. At which point, I'll be fine to turn on the art store again. This will be the last.
We have a water.
The colonists are on the brink of
Whoa.
dehydration. We need to figure out something quick before they die.
Right. The Sam heck happened. We lost power is what happened. Okay, emergency. We're not going to die in the last hour here.
Research complete.
Okay, power's back on, water's back on, crisis averted, and these buildings didn't even get a chance to fully freeze. So we took that right to the edge. Phew! Okay, now we can start setting up everything else. All right, wireless power is a go. Sustainable architecture, absolutely. I've seen them last up to 3 whole sols. That one was only a sol and a half, so it was a weaker one, but still, I've seen them be really nasty and really long. And if you don't have a long-term solution for that, you're going to be in a not-so-happy place. All right, so we've got our water. This is another very low, but we've been fueling this colony off of a very low rated deposit. So that's not the end of the world. We need a Moxie. I want a Moxie for them. We are going to do Circle of Life. All right, and we need water towers at each of the conduits. And we need oxygen tanks at each of the conduits. Again, lovable redundancies to keep people alive. And then, yeah, so we got the Moxie. We'll plug the Moxie into the pipe network. We will plug our water into the pipe network. We will get power out to our water ASAP. I may need to move these wires in time, but for the time being, yeah. Power cables. Plug you in here. Alright, so these guys aren't going to be able to help.
Meteor shower incoming.
Well, at the very least, in 3 souls, we should have this place up enough so that if something goes horribly wrong, we won't lose everybody. Depends on where the meteor shower is going to hit. We got 7 drones here. Yeah, this place has a lot of idle drones. Huh. We're gonna get a bunch of drones over here. Huh, I remember seeing a shortcut key that allowed me to yeah, we're gonna want this drone. We want to start siphoning our drones over here because this other place is what needs them the most. I mean, we still need to keep a few back here for upkeep purposes. And this hub is within, yeah, the range of all of our supplies. Here, you can help out with the construction. Why don't you bring over a load of concrete?
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, and it's a research anomaly. Always one of my favorites. Oh, thank you. Yes, turning off third polymer shift. Done. Turning on the art store. Done. Actually, no, we should turn them back off again. Not until we have some a nursery up and running in this dome. Right, and then deposit here. Any idlers will be transferred. All right, we're ready. Ready for Sharky to return. I don't want to get in the drone's way, so I think I'll dump Sharky up here. All right. Yeah, we had some sanity hits, but I think we'll be okay, and they'll be able to recover in the infirmary here. So we don't think we're going to have anyone that's going to have a complete mental breakdown.
New colonists have arrived.
Woo! All right. I think we need to open up some jobs to make room for everybody here. Now, there is a sanity hit for working inside on third shift, but since this is inside the dome, it does not compound itself with that. So I'm actually okay opening up third shift for the machine parts here. Yeah, security station now has all officers, which is excellent. Farm, well, our farm we have no choice. We can only do one shift with the farm. Polymer factory is working nicely. Actually, do we need a third shift? I don't know if we need a third shift. Now, that does give us some unemployed colonists. How many unemployed? One unemployed colonist. And what are you? You are a scientist. Third shift science? I think so. We'll let their sanity take a little hit. And we can always filter that around once we open the art store back up.
We have a power shortage.
Oh, that's our new dome. Yeah. And nobody's going to come in here. They know not to come in here. All right, so we're going to need some power. We're going to need some wind turbines is what we're going to need. Lots of wind turbines. That should give you all the juice you need. We can upgrade them in a pinch. And now we can start building our buildings. So first things first, we need to get in here. Well, we'll go with some apartments because we need some adults here, but we are going to get ourselves a nursery and a playground. And a school. This is kind of why I went with so many things here. We are also going to need to get that university, although that might be a third dome that we want to go to. Where's the Martian University? There it is. Martian Education. We'll take that over Natural Empath. Microgravity medicine is going to be really useful. Because then we'll be able to get medical spires, and that'll free up a zone over here. Oh yeah, the other thing we need to throw down here is we're going to do the same combination here. Throw down the diner as a means for people to get food. And then we'll have a small fountain. Hopefully kids don't drown in it. And then we'll get a stone garden. Yeah, stone garden. We'll scratch the relaxation itch. I think a third dome is where we'll have our university, possibly.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yay. A little one, but we'll take it. Yeah, we still need to fetch more stuff. 61. So I see some polymers there. We can grab those. We'll build our mining facilities once we have enough colonists to warrant their use. Also, I think this one farm can feed both of our colonies here. If not, well, hang on. What's our food? Yeah, 83 food. I think we've got plenty of food from that one farm, especially since we're building up the soil quality. Oh, and who is that? Thank you for the follow, AJ Cupman. Welcome to the stream. Alright, what did that... How close are we on sustainable? Alright, that's good. This Institute of Science is going to take forever, but... In fact, I think I'm going to get microgravity, medicine, and education first, just because those are sort of mission-critical buildings. And then we'll get that Institute of Science, so that we can just supercharge our research.